Welcome to the UIS Career Development Center's tutorial on finding student employment at UIS. This tutorial will teach you how to find and apply for on-campus student jobs. Before you can apply for any on-campus student job, you will need to upload your resume to UIS Career Connect. UIS Career Connect is an online, web-based system where all on-campus student jobs are posted. Some jobs may also require that you submit a cover letter, transcript, writing sample, or their own departmental application form. You can find a tutorial on uploading your documents to UIS Career Connect at www.uis.edu/careerservices/help. When you are ready to begin your on-campus student job search, begin at the UIS Career Development Center's website at www.uis.edu/careerservices. There, you can locate the UIS Career Connect Student Login button. Clicking on that button will take you directly to the student login page. When you reach the student login page, take a moment to notice the information near the top of the page. This information will tell you how to find your UIS Career Connect username and password if you do not already have one. When you're ready to log in, scroll down, enter your username and your password, and click the Go button. This is your UIS Career Connect student homepage. To locate on-campus jobs for students, scroll down the page a bit and locate the silver or gray buttons along the right-hand side of the screen. We have created 3 links that will help you search for each type of on-campus student job with a single click. The first link shows you UIS Work-Study Employment Opportunities. These are all of the jobs listed as work-study employment for any student who has been awarded work-study funding. The second link, UIS Student Employment Undergraduate On-Campus Opportunities, are jobs that may be eligible for work-study, but are also open to students who have not received work-study funding. The third is UIS Student Employment Grad Hourly. These are hourly positions for graduate students. Do note that these jobs are managed by the Office of Graduate Assistantships and not by the Office of Student Employment, as the other 2 types are. For this tutorial, let's take a look at the jobs open to any student on campus. When the page refreshes, we can see again that we're looking at the position type of UIS Student Employment Undergraduate On-Campus positions. Remember that these jobs may be open to work-study students, but are also open to students who have not been awarded work-study. We'll see right away the number of results that we've received. Keep in mind that jobs are updated continuously throughout the day, so check back often to make sure that you're not missing any new opportunities. Let's take a look at the job postings. As we scroll down the page, we'll see a list of the jobs that are available. Each job will have a name, an application button, a brief description, an application deadline, and it will list the employer. In this case, the employer should always be the University of Illinois Springfield. To take a closer look at a job, click on the job name. When you're taking a close look at the job, take some time to read all of the information on the page. To apply for any position, follow all instructions carefully and precisely. Each job has different requirements and different qualifications, and each job may require extra application materials. Make sure to read all of the instructions and information carefully. Check for any attachments that the employer may have included. Attachments may contain further information about the job, instructions for you to follow, or may include a departmental application that you must complete and submit to the employer. You will find attachments over on the right-hand side of the page or near the bottom of the posting. Another important part of the posting is the contact information. Should you have any questions about the jobs or the application procedure for that job, you can contact the employer by using this information. When you are ready to apply, Scroll back to the top of the posting and locate the gray or silver Apply button. If you do not see a gray or silver Apply button, read the information in this area of the screen very carefully. Some jobs require that students work towards a certain major or have obtained a certain GPA. This section will inform you which qualifications you may not meet. These qualifications are based off the information in your profile section. So if you think that you meet the qualifications, check your profile to make sure that it's up to date, update it with your information, and then return to the job posting. Let's click the Apply button. A new window comes up with some information that we'll need to fill in. Do make sure, again, to pay attention to any instructions here. Employers can leave instructions for you on this page. This job requires that we upload a resume and a cover letter. If we had not uploaded either one of these beforehand, we would return to the My Documents and Resume Builder section, upload our document, wait for them to be approved, and then we can return to this job posting. Now that we've told the system which resume and cover letter to include, we can now click the Submit button. When our application has been submitted to the system, the page will refresh and we'll notice that the gray or silver Apply button is now changed to kind of a green button that states that we have applied and has a check mark next to it. You can now return to the jobs listing as we saw before by clicking on the jobs link. You'll notice here that the job we just applied for also shows that we have applied. This will help us make sure that we don't apply again to this job. After applying for any job, check to be sure that you have followed all instructions left by the employer. If you have a question about the job or the status of the job, send a polite email to the employer. It is important that you not visit the employer in person or call multiple times to check on the job status. Remember that employers are busy, and an email will be the easiest way for them to answer your questions. If you are asked to interview, first, contact the Office of Student Employment for an application for student employment. You'll find their office in University Hall in the Office of Financial Aid. Then, make sure to practice for your interview using InterviewStream, a fun, online interview practice program available to all students through UIS Career Connect. You'll find it on your UIS Career Connect homepage. We have two important resources to remind you about for the student employment process. The first is the UIS Career Development Center's website at www.uis.edu/career-services. Here you'll find the links to UIS Career Connect. You'll find tips for resume writing and cover letter writing. And you'll also find other valuable career tools and information to help you prepare for any job search or for your career. The Student Employment website is another very important resource for you. You'll find their website at www.uis.edu/financial aid/student employment. Here you'll find the rules and requirements for student employment, procedures for finding and applying for student employment, and you'll also find out information on work study and eligibility. If you have questions about the student employment process, these should be addressed to the Office of Student Employment at their website. You'll find their contact information there. Questions about UIS Career Connect should be addressed to the UIS Career Development Center, whose contact information you will find at their website as well. Thank you for taking your time to view this tutorial. Good luck with your job search.